Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for attending Lavita's presentation today. We are thrilled to talk with you about some recent updates from Lavita and to share with you our vision for what is health data platforms of the future. Lavita set out to be a pioneering health data platform using generative AI, Web3, and privacy-preserving computation technologies, and we're very much excited to share more on that with you today. As we look into the future of health data platforms, there are three major trends that are impacting the directions. Individuals more than ever want to control their data. That means that they want to access the data when they want to share their data if they want to, and they want to monetize their data if they decide to. At the same time, they want to do all of those while ensuring their data privacy. And they want to take advantage of all the benefits that the latest technologies, particularly in generative AI, can bring to the patients and to the individuals and to the society as a whole. From ground up lies bringing those core technology components to enable the features that we mentioned. A privacy-preserving platform that at its core has secure compute and storage capabilities that then, on top of it, allows for AI-first applications that are bringing the latest generative AI use cases for patients to take advantage of their data for their benefits of themselves and the benefit of the society. Patients and individuals oftentimes face major obstacles for accessing reliable health information, whether it's their own health data, which many times in many cases sits in different systems with different providers or different EHR systems with no unified place to access that data, or is accessing reliable health information, which is still challenging. And on top of those, data privacy is still a common issue for patients. Love is connecting data and intelligence while ensuring privacy to address those challenges and obstacles. Two key services that Love is rolling out this year in various phases helps patients to close the loop by accessing their data privately and securely and have that access to enable useful health insight and information based on latest generative AI technologies. The first service, Health Data Platform, is an all-in-one unified place for patients to access their EHR and other type of medical data. The other key service, La AI Health Assist, is a key service based on advanced generative AI technologies that provides health information and insight that are reliable and personalized based on individuals' health data while ensuring privacy. With health data platforms, users take control of their EHR and other medical data. We're rolling out the data platform first to US-based users and later to other countries, where individuals can access all their data in one place. Currently, we are in testing with beta users in US, where they can access and aggregate data from more than 400 US-based providers, all in one place. On the other hand, La Health Assist is bringing the latest generative AI technology to the users and bridging the gap for the users and patients to access fast and reliable medical data. And on the other side, La Health Assist is a pioneering personalized health platform that brings the latest generative AI technology to the users. At its core, is based on a community-owned generative medical AI engine, which is continuously trained and improved using diverse medical data sets as well as human expert feedback. I'm thrilled to have Pedram, who's leading AI for La, to give a more deeper dive into La Health Assist and its generative AI medical engine.
Hi, everyone. In this section, I want to talk about Lavita's medical AI engine that we're building in house. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about different components of this engine and what this medical AI engine is all about. Lavita's medical AI engine provides a variety of services to Lavita's platform. And this engine is powered by medical foundation models, including large language models that can process a variety of modalities, including medical text or medical images. And this medical AI engine itself is powering up the development of different components. And these components will be facilitating the development and building of different downstream applications. For example, the medical question answering component will be used and is being used actually for building conversational medical AI to answer consumer health and medical questions. This is something that you have probably seen as part of Lavita's Medical AI Assist. And we have some other use cases and examples. For instance, the medical text generation component or the medical document summarization component that can be used in building of an application for summarizing long medical notes or documents. And we have some other components as well. For example, the relation classification and extraction component from the medical notes. And when it comes to building this medical AI engine and all of these medical foundation models and components as part of this engine, we would love to engage, and we are engaging the users of our community to build this medical AI engine with us. And speaking of engaging our users in building different components of the Lavita's medical AI engine with us, I would love to talk a little bit about one of the most successful and one of the greatest experiences that we had with the users of our community and their contributions. And that is Lavita AI Jobs. I'm sure a lot of you already know about Lavita AI Jobs. You have been running these jobs on your machines and you're getting rewarded. So we started Lavita AI Jobs a little over a year ago, and the goal for us was to start enabling our users to participate in the development of different components of Lavita's medical AI engine. And in this specific case, we defined a little fine-tuning task to fine-tune a smaller size large language model for the task of question answering. Because question answering is such an important task, it has a lot of downstream applications. As I mentioned earlier, for example, in developing and building conversational AI for answering medical and health-related questions. And we have seen a wonderful engagement from the users through contribution of their computational resources, CPUs and GPUs. More specifically, when it comes to numbers, we have had nearly 3 million successful AI jobs submitted since the launch of Lavita AI Jobs. And these jobs are coming from nearly 20,000 users who are contributing their CPUs and GPUs. And this is a wonderful engagement. And if you go on Hugging Face's datasets hub, you can see that this little dataset that we created for this fine-tuning task has been on top of the list when it comes to the most downloaded datasets on Hugging Face's datasets hub, which is amazing. And by the way, if you want to know a little bit more about the Lavita AI Jobs and our journey as a community, we have also published recently a little blog post with more details and numbers about the current status of the Lavita Jobs and the next steps, and all those technical milestones that we achieved. And this is really wonderful. This is like one little example of an amazing engagement of our community, and we're really encouraged by seeing that level of engagement. So, very excited, encouraged, and energized by the level of engagement that we saw from the users of our community, in Lavita AI Jobs. We were thinking, where else on this platform, when it comes to building Lavita's medical AI engine, we could leverage the user engagement and user participation in order to build some of the components or enhance the quality of some of the components on our platform. And Lavita Medical AI Assist is another major component where we thought we could benefit and leverage from the user engagement and the community participation. And as you know, the Lavita Medical AI Assist was launched a couple of months ago, and we designed Lavita Medical AI Assist to address one of the key barriers when it comes to access to good quality and trustworthy and reliable medical knowledge and information. Lavita Medical AI Assist is designed to give users access to accurate, helpful, and trustworthy medical knowledge and information. And we've been building this platform by harnessing the power of open large language models. And by open large language models, I'm talking about those models for which we have access to the weights. And the reason actually that we've been focusing on open models compared to some commercial models that might be even like showing a better performance, is that we don't want to compromise the user privacy, right? So some of the queries and some of the questions that our users ask on our platform might potentially include some sensitive information. So we don't want to compromise their privacy by sending those queries to third-party APIs and endpoints. So we've been using these open LLMs, and behind the scene, if you look at the Lavita's Medical AI Assist, when it comes to model training and model development, we've been instruction tuning and fine tuning some open models using a curated set of medical questions and answers. And more specifically, we've been using Llama 2, and we're working on Llama 3, which is an improved version of Llama. And we've been also testing some of the models introduced by Mistral. And to further enhance the quality of answers, we have also some features in the pipeline that haven't been added to the platform yet, but we're planning to add those features to the platform as well. For example, to mitigate the hallucination or confabulation issue of the large language model, which is, by the way, a bigger issue when it comes to LLMs and is not specific to Lavita. We've been adding and we've been leveraging some methods, including RAG, or retrieval augmented generation, to integrate some external high quality and highly reliable resources to this answer generation process, so that not only we can generate an answer for a medical or health related question, but we can also generate some references, like highly reliable references for those answers. But this is the model training or model development part. And now I'm going to tell you, okay, how exactly we're going to engage users to improve the quality of Lavita's Medical AI Assist. And that is where we're going to leverage users for evaluation of the models. So when it comes to building this platform and developing all of these models, model training is one thing, but model evaluation is also as equally important as model training, if not more important. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that model evaluation part and how we're planning to engage users for model evaluation. So when it comes to engaging users in model evaluation, specifically, we are enabling users of our community to actively participate and engage in evaluating the performance of medical large foundation models, including large language models. And I'm really excited to talk a little bit about this new feature that we're adding to Lavita AI Assist that we're going to be talking about a little bit more in upcoming weeks. But the idea is that inspired by some of the great work in the AI community, for example, the chatbot arena that is for evaluating general purpose language models. We've been working on this medical evaluation sphere, as we call it, and we have this pairwise evaluation task defined where users, including a community of medical experts, for example, medical doctors, and even non-medical doctors, even like general kind of like lay users, they can go and participate in the holistic evaluation of two answers that are being generated for their medical and health related questions. So we have a pool of open medical large language models and some commercial models, and users can basically have a comparison, a pairwise comparison of these answers, and tell us which response from their perspective is giving them a better quality and more helpful answer to the question that they ask. And we're going to be using this pairwise comparison data for multiple purposes. So one of the purposes is obviously benchmarking. As I mentioned, is a way for us to evaluate the quality of the answers that are being generated by different models. So that will give us an idea and a clue about the weaknesses and the strength of the existing models that we have. And it helps us to put our focus on areas that these large language models are not really doing well when it comes to answering medical and health related questions. And we also, on top of benchmarking and evaluation, we can also leverage the pairwise comparison data that we're collecting to further enhance the quality of the models that we have by using some methods, including RLHF that I previously talked about in the Theta conference that we had in Austin, which is about reinforcement learning with human feedback. The idea is that how we can integrate this human feedback that we are collecting, including this pairwise comparison data, and further enhancing or aligning the large language models with the human preferences. And we could also leverage some alternative methods, for example, DPO or direct parameter optimization, to again leverage the data that we're collecting from the users of our community to enhance the quality of our models and align them better with the human preferences over time. And again, we train enhanced models based on the user's feedback, and by rewarding the answers that are going to be more accurate, safe, and helpful, and penalizing responses that include false information or do not address a question, right? And we hope that over time, we can engage a lot of users at a scale, again, a mix of experts, including medical doctors and general users, like lay users, in this whole evaluation process. But that is not all of it when it comes to model evaluation. So we have this new feature on Medical AI Assist to do some sort of real-time and online evaluation of different models, but also offline. We've been working on building a new public consumer medical question answering benchmark in collaboration with a wonderful and great group of physicians and medical doctors. And I talked about this for the first time a couple of months ago in the ThetaCon Austin, and we've been making an amazing progress since then. And we're about to release this benchmark that we've been working on. We're super excited about it. And we're going to be also releasing a detailed technical report on the actual process of building the benchmark with the help of physicians. But the idea was that we observed a really great engagement on Lavita AI Assist by the users of our community. And we had users that daily basis were asking a lot of relevant medical and health related questions. So based on those questions, we created a query pool or a pool of questions. And then we did some manual check-in and quality check-in to make sure, first of all, that these question pool doesn't include any non-medical question, because our focus is on medical questions. And then additionally, we wanted to make sure that the questions asked on this platform that we are going to be using for building this public benchmark do not include any sort of like PII or personally identifiable information or PHI or protected health information. So we made sure that we filter out all those cases. And then we ended up with a smaller, high quality set of medical questions. And then we used a collection of open large language models and commercial models to generate answer for these questions. And then we built this pairwise comparison data set where each question is accompanied by two possible responses, and we anonymized the source of response, and then we gave them to the group of doctors that we had. And these doctors evaluated on a fine-grained schema the quality of the answers or responses that were generated for these medical questions. And the result of that was this medical benchmark that we've built. And again, we're planning to publish this benchmark publicly with all the annotations from the physicians, and we're really excited about that. So stay tuned for the benchmark. We've made a great progress, and we're really, again, excited to tell you more about the details of the process of building this benchmark. Well, thank you so much for listening to this overview of Lavita's medical AI engine. So I talked about some of the components that we're building as part of this engine. We talked about the wonderful user engagement that we had and some of the technical milestones that we achieved through Lavita AI jobs. And we also talked about some of the next steps and some of the new features that we're going to be adding to our platform, specifically for model evaluation. And again, keep engaging the users of our community to building the Lavita Medical AI engine with us. So in this section, I'm going to show you a little demo of the new feature that we're going to be making available pretty soon in upcoming weeks. And that's the medical evaluation sphere that we're adding to assist.lavita.ai to enable user participation in evaluating medical large language models and medical foundation models in real time. Let's see the demo. Thank you.
Lavita Medical AI Assist is a platform where you can ask your medical or health-related questions. Here's one example based on a trending medical question to show you how the medical answer generation works. Once an answer to the medical question is generated, you can submit your feedback about answer's quality. You can also type in and ask any other medical questions of your choice. For instance, let's ask, I have a headache. What should I do? But that's not all of it. On Lavita Medical AI Assist, we also enable user engagement at scale by evaluating various medical foundation models in real time by introducing Medical Chatbot Arena. In the Medical Chatbot Arena, users can compare the quality of any two large medical language models side by side. They can do this comparison either anonymously or non-anonymously. Also, when users are done with the comparison, they can vote on which model is better. There's also a reset button for users who want to clear the chat and start over. Let's see how everything works. For example, let's say we want to compare two randomly selected models anonymously. You type a medical question. Once you press the send button, the two models will simultaneously start generating an answer to the question. Once answers are generated, you can review them and decide which one is better. You can choose 1. The first model is better, 2. The second model is better, 3. There is a tie meaning both models are good, or 4. None of the models is good. Then you can submit your vote. In this case, it looks like both answers are pretty good and have the same quality. So, we decide to vote that there's a tie. After submitting your vote, you can also view the results of all submitted votes and the model's rankings live on our leaderboard. On the leaderboard, you can see the model's ranks, names, and their ELO ratings, which we use to keep track of the model's scores. As mentioned earlier, you can reset the conversation at the end and start a new comparison. Lavita Medical AI Assist, a medical platform of the community, by the community, and for the community. Let's build the future of medical AI together.
With that, we conclude our presentation. Thank you everyone for being with us today, and thank you for Theta and EuroCon team for organizing this fantastic conference. We hope to see you in future conferences, and we hope to see you in person. Thank you again for your support.